After compiling all of the necessary gear, I finally put together a full-blown motion sim racing setup, officially making it the most immersive sim racing setup on YouTube. Okay, not really, but it's gotta be up there at least. In this video, I'll be giving a quick tour of all of the components and things I had to do to make it happen, and then of course I will be taking you along through the Nordschleife and the Mercedes W13 to really put it to the test. If you're looking for great deals and discounts on sim racing, PC, and gaming hardware, make sure to check out simspots.com, where all the best deals are posted daily. Get into sim racing or upgrade your current setup, all while saving tons of money at simspots.com. Starting off with the absolute foundation of my setup, I'm using the Next Level Racing FGT Elite. This cockpit will of course give me the option to change to a variety of driving positions, but more importantly for me, is perfectly suited for the Next Level Racing Motion Plus platform, which is without a doubt the star of the show when it comes to my setup. A close second when it comes to vital things making the setup come to life though has gotta be the Trak Racer integrated quad monitor stand, which is holding up 4 27-inch monitors, all while being attached directly onto the cockpit. Of course, what this means is that when the chassis moves, all of the screens will move along with it as well. Attached onto the screens is also the Asus bezel free kit to add just a little bit more immersion. Now as for my gear, this might surprise many of you, but I'm mainly using Thrustmaster peripherals with the Thrustmaster TLCM load cell pedals and T818 direct drive with the Ferrari SF1000 rim. Ultimately, they do the job. I've gotten comfortable with the pedals, and the screen on the SF1000 wheel looks very cool on camera, hence I've been using it for a while. Now to sit, I am using the Next Level Racing ES1 bucket seat, which is extremely sturdy, but certainly hard to get in and out of, and quite tight once you're in there. Other peripherals include the Thrustmaster TSS handbrake and AO-Log sequential shifter, but those are often interchanged whenever I'm making a review. Some of you probably spotted the wind simulator as well to give another level of immersion, although I always have to turn it off when recording as it makes just far too much noise. Now behind the screens is where everything gets a little messy. Of course, with a motion platform, everything is moving around, and thus it is essential to get everything tied up together and safely secured to make sure nothing falls off when in action. Hence I made use of cable ties and Velcro straps. Moreover, by placing a power strip behind the monitors, I was able to limit the amount of cables dangling down, making it not only look better, but also more secure when in motion. Now with all that said, let's actually see it in action. Taking it out on track, everything seemingly comes to life with the motion bringing everything to the absolute next level. However, although the immersion and fun factor is through the roof, there are several drawbacks which I quickly noticed. For starters, the bezel free kit was almost instantly unaligned as all of the screens move side to side. I believe taping them down should work, so I'll be making sure to make that change as soon as possible. Now, if driving a modern Formula 1 car around the Nordschleife wasn't hard enough, it's certainly not made any easier with everything shaking and moving around. My precision was nowhere close to where it should have been, and it's really more about enjoying the ride rather than aiming for a competitive lap time. Finally, throughout the lap, I was very worried about not breaking anything in my rig as I could see and hear all of the cables dangling around, and I knew that if my power stripper speakers, which were barely being held on top, fell, it would be game over for me.
Engage the limiter. Box now.
After using my new setup for a few hours, everything somehow managed to hold up well, and I had a great time. Attaching 4 monitors onto a motion rig certainly has its downsides, but it did add to the immersion. It looks crazy cool, and as you can imagine, is a lot of fun. Now, for content creation purposes, I don't see myself sticking with the setup for too long, as having everything moving around doesn't really make things easier at all. However, to solve my curiosity of what a motion simulator with an integrated quad monitor stand would be like, it certainly reached my expectations. Thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.